Organ Management Association, we have conducted previous 79th session of Rare Share. It's a wonderful session, very knowledgeable. And this 80th Rare Share by Mr. P.J. Swamy is also very interesting. Won't take much of time, and I will invite Shri P.J. Swamy on the stage, Shri Satiji Kagliwal, Chairman of AMA, Shri Ashish Garde, President AMA, and Shri Munish Sharma ji. Thus, the formalities, remaining formalities, we are trying our level best to conclude with a very short time. For a floral welcome, I will request Shri Ashish Garde to present a bouquet to Mr. P.J. Swamy. And I will request Shri Satiji Kagliwal to present a bouquet to Mr. Munish Sharma.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
I will invite Mr. Ashish Garde, President AMA, to brief about AMA, today's Rare Share, and also a small introduction about Mr. P.J. Swamy.
AMA Rare Shares spanning over few years, and this is one program wherein we invite one of the successful person, and every time we have such successful person from different walks of life. For the 80th AMA Rare Share, we have with us Mr. Swamy sir. He is very much from our own city, because AMA Rare Share also features many individuals from different fields, from different cities. As Ved has mentioned, this session we would like to devote maximum time to the speaker, because all those who are here in the hall are keen to listen to his life journey and unique experiences through this AMA Rare Share. Mr. Swamy is a very knowledgeable and very versatile person with lots of achievements. If I go in detail, it will take time, and as Ved has mentioned, we have to have maximum time given to the speaker, and the very nature of AMA Rare Share is that when the speaker shares his journey, his real introduction happens simultaneously. So I will keep that excitement for you, so that you can listen to his experiences in his own words, and I am sure today's evening is going to be a very unique, and at the end of the session all of us would be certainly inspired by the achievements of Mr. Swamy. So I conclude here and look forward to Mr. Swamy's presentation. Thank you.
Me, and I hope I will do justice to whatever you have told me about to the audience. I was also expecting some encouraging words from Sanjay sir, but this time I thought he is testing me whether I can do a good job without his encouragement or not. But you sitting there is good enough for me. He is my guru and very good friend of mine, and he inspires me a lot. Good evening, everybody. Before I begin my rare share, let me first express my sincere thanks to AMA Executive Committee for giving me an opportunity to share my life journey with such a wonderful mix of audience. I was told that it will be having students, professors, professionals and entrepreneurs and my friends who have come on my invitation, my associates and well-wishers who have taken their time off to come and listen to me. Being a management consultant and a trainer for almost last 25 years myself, I have spoken maybe more than 100 times. But what makes me this event rare is that none of the topics I spoke so far was coinciding with this. I never had a opportunity or a need to look back my life and see from where I started to where I have come, what is the journey enjoyment. And there was never a time to look into the rear view mirror. I was only running. And from the time I got your invitation till now, I think I have not slept before 12 o'clock in the night. I was wondering then how could I do so many programs when I was a management consultant? The answer was that that is different, and sharing and talking about your own self is very different. Thank you for making me to go back and see what I have done so far in my life. I hope you will find this session worthy of your time, expectations, and welcome to you all. Before I start the sharing, let me briefly mention what we do in Sambhajinagar. How do I change this? So, I have come here to share my journey from a small remote. You are able to hear me?
Yes.
A small village in Andhra Pradesh to Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar via Hyderabad, Chennai and Mumbai, and become a true Maharashtrian at heart. Welcome, Milinji. I say Maharashtrian at heart because there are very few complaints about me. One of them is I can't speak Marathi. So I said somehow I feel very bad about it. But you don't become a Maharashtrian by talking a beautiful Marathi language. You have to have at heart. So I will tell you how I am a true Maharashtrian in the course of my talk. By establishing a world-class automobile rubber parts manufacturing setup that gives direct employment to over 1,000 people and indirect employment to another 500 people, with manufacturing plants in Pune and Brazil and operational facilities in Germany and supplying worldwide. So I'll be sharing my journey, how it started and how we could do this. Now just to give a brief of my group, it is a forest group. We have got manufacturing division and research and consultancy division. In manufacturing division, we manufacture world-class NVH, noise, vibration and harshness parts, and this is called forest elastomeric. We have plants in India and Brazil. I also have a rubber research and consultancy division called Engineering Rubber Research Institute because that is my core competence, rubber technology. And management research and consultancy, Dinfoca Consulting Private Limited. This has been a core work of mine for last 25 years. Now, my company is run by my family. This is myself, and this is Srikanth. He is executive director, and the last one is Swarnalata. She is my daughter. Now, these three are holding the positions not because they happen to be my children. They are competent and qualified on their own. My son is a engineering graduate from Anna University, and he has done his MBA from ISB Hyderabad, and he has got educated in most of the very good institutions worldwide, and he is on his own, and he doesn't need much of hand holding. And my daughter is MBA HR from Symbiosis, and she is a brand consultant come social media activist, and she also takes care of my HR activities. Now this is my plant in Balus, and where we make, what we make, if I want to tell you in one word, when you travel by a car or by a two-wheeler, if you are not getting the road bumps transmitted to your buttocks, we are there beneath. We take all the shocks and make your journey comfortable. So we are not normally seen. I think maybe because we make the parts that are not seen, we are a low profile group. You will rarely see our advertisement or this. So we are silent people working. Now these are the customers we serve. We started this company with Bajaj and Varroc as the customer. Now we have got Stellantis, Magneti Marelli, Ford. So many customers we have added over a period of time, and we will see the parts what we produce here. Now we have a global presence. We supply in 14 countries in 4 continents, and we as of financial year 25, 44% of my revenue comes from export, and I am happy to say that this we are able to do without any foreign collaboration. We are the only Indian company. We are able to supply to our OE customers in China by supplying from India. We are able to beat Chinese, and that is what we do here. Now regarding Dinfoca Consulting, this was established in 1999. The mission is to help individuals, organizations and society to achieve excellence by providing consultancy and training in acquiring, balancing and continuously upgrading the key success ingredients: data, information, knowledge and action. Normally what happens is we are all data crazy people. We collect so much of data, it never gets converted into info. We also collect lot of information that is not converted into knowledge, and we are all knowledge hoarding people as a country. What knowledge we have got, we don't put it into action. So in this consultancy, we focus on these areas. Now, the objectives of this program. First I apologize for my son and daughter for not being here. They should have been, as I was looking at the audience numbers, Munirji told me in the year, don't worry, people will join as you start talking. But that is our culture. In fact, if you come on time to a function, you don't have any other responsibilities. That is the image we all carry. In fact, I came and everybody was looking at me, who is this guy, where he wants to go. Then I apologized, whoever came to me. I have a bad habit of coming before the appointed time. So, but our culture is, I think, maybe another 5-10 minutes before I start the thing, people will start joining. The invitation letter I got from Ashish ji has clearly mentioned that the objectives of this session, rather the purpose is to share my journey with you all, which the management committee of AMA feels rare and worth sharing. Okay, they want me to focus on my family background, my childhood memories, and they have put brief and underlined that. Normally, if we start talking about childhood, I think we all will have to go tomorrow morning only. Everybody, we have lot of things to share. So that brief I am keeping in my mind. My student life, my personal life, and my entrepreneur life. This is what they want me to focus on. Now, they want me to share. I'm not able to see. Can I have my laptop? Otherwise, I'm finding it difficult to look at it. The glare is coming here. Otherwise, I can have my laptop.
Sir, that's not.
Okay, yeah. This okay, na? Okay. The light is falling onto this. Career milestones and achievements, life-changing moments. Okay. Now I am able to see that. Unique and memorable experiences of leading in difficult times, failures and learnings from them, about team and teamwork, self-energy, motivational and driving points, lessons for students, and hopefully I will see some students as the time passes, and what are my future plans. I was very happy. I thought I have a lot of things to share, but there is a catch in this. They say all this I have to do in 45 to 60 minutes. Okay? Or before someone comes onto the platform and hands over me a slip, you all know what is normally written on that. It's very good, you continue some more time. I have never seen such slip coming to the dais. It only says, no, अभी बहुत हो गया, अभी जल्दी जल्दी खत्म करने का. Okay, so now this puts a big problem to me, and I was just thinking, what is the best way I can do so much sharing in such a short time of 45 to 60 minutes. How many of you don't know about Ramayana? I have a bad habit of asking questions. It's not to conduct an exam or something, to make it interactive. Everybody knows Ramayana, or anybody not knowing? Okay, after Modi Sahib has become Prime Minister, you can't afford not to know Ramayana and Mahabharata and all that. You have to know that, okay? Who wrote Ramayana? Valmiki. Tulsidas. There are as many people, I think, in that, okay? Valmiki wrote. Now you should not answer, you are an encyclopedia yourself. How many slokas are there in Ramayana? Anybody is there? Now you can answer. Actually, he is my good friend, so I am taking liberty of that. He is otherwise a big guy, but he is my friend. Welcome, come. Anybody? I will give little here and there, 100, 200 here and there. Okay, now I have also already 15 minutes are over. 24,000 slokas are there. So he wrote Ramayana using 24,000 slokas, and one king like Ama, they said you must do in one sloka. So I don't know how many years or days he has taken to do that. Like me, I have burnt midnight electricity, not oil. We don't burn oil nowadays. So I thought, let me do similar to that. I tell you what is that. It is called Eki Sloka. That is one sloka for Ramayana. I don't know. Any of you heard about that Eki Sloka Ramayana? Good. Okay. So I am sharing something rare. It started. I am happy with that. Okay. So the Eki Sloka Ramayana says, Adau Rama Tapovanadi Gamanam Harpa Mrugam Kanchanam Vaidehi Haranam Jatayu Maranam Sugriva Sambhashanam Vali Nigrahanam Samudra Taranam Lankapuri Dahanam Prachat Ravana Kumbhakarnahanam Etati Ramayanam. I think we are all a little conversant with Sanskrit and Hindi to some extent. Okay. So for those who are not knowing this, I will just tell you what it says. It says, in the beginning, Adau, Rama goes to the forest for his exile. Okay. He chases and kills the golden deer. That is where the whole problem starts. The abduction of Sita, Vaidehi Haranam, Jatayu Maranam, death of Jatayu, then the alliance between Rama and Sugriva Sambhashanam, the defeat and killing of Vali, the crossing of the ocean, Samudram Taranam, the burning and destruction of the city of Lankapuri Dahanam, afterwards the killing of Ravana and Kumbhakarna Haranam. This indeed is Ramayana. So what 24,000 slokas must have taken maybe 24 days or 24 hours. So same thing, if I want to finish what you asked me to do, I can also do Swamy Ekasloka and finish it up in 5 minutes. But then I don't want to do that. I will try to do, I have got 43 minutes left over. Acha, normally whenever I attend the program, people put alarm themselves that I should go after some time. So you don't worry, once it is exactly 50 minutes time, I will myself tell you if the time is over and we all will close the session. Okay? Now, while sharing my life journey, I will share how my personality got shaped. That is very, very important. How my belief systems evolved and how the 20 lessons I learned from UOL helped me to navigate my life. This UOL is a world-renowned university. Any of you know that? Which university is that? University of Lancaster. It is there in UK somewhere there. I did a program there, no? So they gave some 20 lessons to life, and I started trying to follow them. Now, I will tell you how the personality of a person develops. One, by inheritance. We all inherit our ancestors, whatever we do. The DNA that can stretch back to several generations from our parents by listening and watching them, and most importantly from society. In fact, there is a saying which says, parents give birth to children and throw them onto the road, and they learn from the society what and how we should do that. In fact, we think the reverse. Many of us, we think our job is over. You sit down, yeah, don't have to stand. Yeah. We think that once we give birth, our job is over. I think outsourcing of children is becoming a normal thing nowadays. Wherever I go, I see the mother is busy in the corner seat of the aircraft looking into the mobile, and her servant maid is taking care of that small kid who is there. Then I used to think, why you do that? You don't have to do that. No. So this is how the personality develops, and we all are creatures of belief. We believe in things, otherwise the life cannot happen. If you don't believe, if you start doubting everything, you can't live even for a single day. So how the belief happens is, most of us from the time we are children, we start believing in God. There is nothing wrong with that, because God is that force which you don't know, which is responsible for this universe, so many things that are happening. That unknown force is called God. And next, certain things don't start happening even after believing the God. Then you go to his agents. They are called Godmen. They are the marketing agents for God. So you go to them to get your problem solved. Then other people, they start coming. Time, stars, date, month. Now this all happen as we start losing belief in ourselves. And then some come from our surroundings and all that. To give you an example of the belief in time, stars, and see, time means we say Rahu Kalam, Yamagandam, Durmuhurtam. These are all normal phrases we use. I think some of my any Tamil friends have come here. In Tamil Nadu, there is one called Yamagandam time. Now you call any Tamilian. Normally Tamilians are very, very brilliant people. You give an atom, he will bisect and give you proton, this, that, and give you separately. As he is doing, suddenly you tell him this is Rao column time. He can't cut even an onion. He cannot cut onion if you give it to him. So this is the system that has gone into our mind. It won't make us to challenge that. Okay. Then next comes the specialist in numerology. Now you add one more number to your car will not have an accident. Not in Aurangabad. You take any number, you will have dents. There is no guarantee that it will not happen. And we believe in parents. That is I'm going from the lower level to higher level. And we believe in our spouse. Wife believes in husband. Hopefully nowadays I don't know. Husband believes in wife. Okay. The disbelief has become so much. During the matrimony fixing, the girl is asking the boy how many girlfriends you are having already. And the boy is asking how many boyfriends you have got. Who will tell I have got 10 girlfriends, and who will say I have got 10 boyfriends before the marriage? And that you will come to know after anyway. Okay? So, but you have to believe in your spouse. And most important thing, you have to believe in yourself. But to the extent I have noticed with different people, this believing in yourself is becoming a rare commodity. We believe in everything except ourselves. So when we want to evolve, in fact I also started at the bottom of this pyramid, and slowly I started moving to this. And then ultimately what we should do is, we should believe in God, who we think that is responsible for us, and we have to believe in ourselves. Now, then I say, though I take the flight, God is my co-pilot. I don't want to make him the main pilot. I keep doing, and if I have a problem, the God will help me. Okay. Now, coming to the 20 lessons I learned from incidentally, that is not a University of Lancaster or anything. I just take one abbreviation. It is called University of Life, and we are all members of that university. And unfortunately, this university doesn't give the degree first, and then you start doing. First you do, then you learn the lessons. What is happening there? Okay. The first lesson of that is we are all here on this planet by chance, except Karana Janlu. They say, I don't think God has sent somebody to planet to do something. He can do himself. He doesn't have to send anybody to do this. Okay, we are all here by chance. I will try to explain that. We are put on this planet like other living species with so many built-in features, shape, color, voice, features, and wired with so many inherited qualities. If you all think we are not responsible for whatever we possess, and we say I am very proud of that. Nobody is born 6 feet tall at the time of birth. Nobody is very handsome. So as it happens, you have, and even the voice. For example, my voice is little feminine. I don't know whether you all noticed or not. But people say my voice has not cracked. So if I want to crack, I should start drinking, smoking, and I said no, let my voice be as it is now. It is helping me because whenever I call any call center, they say, yes sir, madam boliye kya chahiye? Then I won't tell, I am not madam. They keep on talking, sort out my problems. So we should keep whatever we get with us, we should not feel bad about it. Now the beauty is, unlike other species like animals, we have the power to change our internal wiring, which I call evolving. One way is you evolve whatever comes to you, and once you decide that something has to be changed, you have to evolve. I think this evolving is a very important requirement. We all start with certain beliefs, customs, traditions, biases and perceptions, which as we grow up may turn out to be meaningless, vested and imposed and detrimental. One has to evolve with enlightenment rather than revolve around the same. This needs a lot of courage. You have to love and respect yourself before someone else does it. I see many people, they don't have liking of themselves. When they stand in front of the mirror, they don't consider themselves to be beautiful. Then how other fellow will come and tell you are looking very handsome and beautiful. Now most important, sell your brain to the highest bidder, but let there be no price to your soul. We always think that whoever pays the highest price, we should do that. That should not happen. Nobody is self-made. Nobody can say I have made myself. No, at least one more person you require. Okay, do it right first time is a big illusion and a falsehood. Nobody ever did anything right for the first time. Failure is a necessary step before success, unless by fluke. I know all management people will shoot me down when I say don't do it right at first time. Is not correct. Respect your time and others' time. This is one thing which we lack as a country. We have no respect for our own time. This I will share with you whenever I do that. Most important thing is aware that there is a circle of influence and area of interest beyond which you cannot and should not operate. Interesting but irrelevant things, we do many things. So we should remember that there is a limit beyond which I should not bother, that we should do that. You can't live without belief and trust. These are the two traits you should have. Most important, let others not dictate how you should live your life. So when I go for parties, people tell me, Swamy sir, थोड़ा तो पी लो यार, क्या कहते हैं? मैं बोला यार मेरे को पीने का नहीं, तुम क्यों मेरे को force कर रहा है? Let me live in the, I am happy with that. Okay? Most important, which is happening to a great extent in, the professions I call some professions as noble professions. The most important noble profession is doctor, and then comes teachers, and then comes even police people, judges. But what people are doing in those professions, I don't know if any doctor, not all, they exploit the other man's dependency on us. That we should never do that. You are yourself responsible for your misery, no one else. Okay? Be strict with yourself. This is the most difficult thing. Most difficult thing. That just now, while coming, I was reading one article. There is one Punjab police commissioner, Aspana something, most powerful fellow in the Punjab IPS category, and he is in charge of drug control in that state. You know what has happened? His own son was a drug addict and he committed suicide. Why? Because you could not be strict with yourself, with your own family, that you have to see that. Now, most important, never cheat anyone, mainly those who trust you. This is the root cause for failure of many relationships. Now I'm coming to I'm reciting this as I start narrating my life. These are the principles that guided me. Don't make only the amount of power, fame and money you make as the criteria to choose what you want to do in life. I recently read a new phrase, don't become a broken genius. You may become millionaire, but if you turn the coin and you see his life side, he is very miserable. And so look at life holistically. There are some constants in nature you can't change. They are called gravitational constants. The gravity of earth is same wherever you go. You have to live with that. You can't change it. The earth rotates at its own speed. You can't give a memo or order saying that thoda fast chalo, thoda slow chalo. It won't happen. You have to manage with that. The last and most important, maybe there are not very young people, no? It's not for very young people. Once you are born, the only thing that is 100% sure is your death. Jatasya dhruvam mrityu. Okay? At the end of the game, both the king and the pawn have to go into the same box. Enjoy your role while out from the box. All cannot be kings. Okay? So, these are the 20 life lessons I have kept in my mind as I was growing. So, what I will cover will be the beginning of my life, place, parents and family, my student life, post-student and pre-employment phase, employment phase, when and how the seeds of entrepreneurship got into my mind, consultancy phase, entrepreneur phase, current stage. Okay, future plans also I will talk to you. Now we have got 30 minutes time and I have got 9 phases to cover. So what I will do while covering, I will try to take 1 or 2, maybe 3 examples I can take in the time that is given, which I think is worth sharing. Now, beginning of my journey, this is Gopalapuram, very small village. If I wanted you to see, the map has to be expanded maybe 20-30 times, then you will see my small village there. When I was born, I think around 3,000 people and maybe 200-300 in that village. Everybody knew each other by name, so you can understand how big the village is. So I was born there. Now these are my parents, my father and my mother. My father is Pota Pragada Surya Venkata Subbarao and my mother is Raja Rajeswari. He was village officer. My father was a Kanna, so he was the administrator of the village. Now this is me, my mother holding me, maybe I was a year or 2. Okay. My name is Pota Pragada Janardhan Swamy. Now the rare share starts with my name itself. Okay. My name says PJ Swamy, and the first invitation because I have got another weakness. I identify mistakes and start highlighting them. It so happened after I got married, my wife first checked all my bags and all, and she found some love letters somebody wrote to me and I replied and all that. To her I have written, but to one of my girlfriends I wrote, you have made this English. She said, nonsense, yeah, why are you teaching her also about English? You know? So that is my habit, whatever is there. So I got an invitation as SWAMI. But many places it is I don't know why in my case it is Y, and why in some cases it is I, it is all, it's a very big interesting story. Now this is my father, my mother, and this is myself who is sitting with my father, and he is my younger brother. And I have got a big family, 5 sisters, and we are 2 brothers. This after 50% of the people died because of some reason or other. In olden days, on an average, ladies used to give birth every 2 years. So, and they used to get married very early also. So normally, now we ask how many cars you have got and how many bungalows. They used to ask how many children. If you say more children, you are very wealthy person, you know. So ours is a big family, and we are a Brahmin community, and this is a very important phase, you know. They put that sacred thread. So it is done at the age when I was 7 years old. So when I look back, if I did not come out of my village, I would not have crossed my district, because we were all conditioned to think in a particular way, do things in a particular way like that. So I have been born in a very traditional family with lot of rules, regulations and all that. So here, just 1 minute. Yeah. See, I will talk about my early life in about 5-10 minutes. This is the most important phase for anybody, and you don't have a control from where and from whom you come from. I think birth is, at least to the extent I know, it is not in our control. You can't choose to which parents you want to get born, and on which auspicious moment you want your parents to conceive you, and at which auspicious moment you want your mother to deliver you. That is not possible. And which siblings you want to have before and after you. Probably you have a choice in everything you do thereafter in life, but not in this, your education, your job, and selecting your spouse. But there again we have contradictory beliefs. We say that the marriages are made in heaven and sent back to earth into hell. That is a different thing. So we don't know. Marriages are a very interesting thing. Now, at the most important phase of our life, we have no control. I call anything that happens without your consent as a chance. This is the first lesson from University of Life. I learned. We are all on this planet by chance. Can anybody tell me, no, I was sent with a specific purpose, I knew beforehand I will be born into Adani family or Ambani family or somewhere? Or did Modi Saab know in the beginning only that he was sent here to become Prime Minister and rule the country? No, we don't know. We all have come here by chance. So let me start to share with you from where my journey life started. Now, born in Gopalpuram, a small and remote village in Andhra Pradesh with a population of 3005 that I told you. Now, the rarity begins with my name, PJ Swamy. Now, it is Janardana Swamy Potapragada. Potapragada is my surname. And when I was named Janardana Swamy, I did not like that suffix Swamy. No? My friends used to make fun of Yanna Swamy, Yanna Pandra. They used to make fun of me. So I said, why this name was given? So I asked when I became little aware of things. It seems before I was born, my mother had 3 daughters. Still time is there for me to give the check. I think another 25 minutes. So she gave birth to 2 male children and they died. So there was an astrologer in the village. So she asked him. He said, now the child you are conceiving, he will be a boy, but he will survive only if you put his name Janardana Swamy, who is one god near my village in Davidespuram. So what is wrong in that? She wanted the next boy to survive. So my mother agreed and I was born, and she named me Janardana Swamy. Now 2 things would have happened. If my mother did not contact that astrologer, or I have told her I don't want this name, if I had an option to do that, and she named me, in our Andhra, all names are Murthy, Rao, Reddy, depending on the community. Swamy is very rare. If you put in Google, tell who is Swamy from Andhra Pradesh, probably my name only will come. Nobody puts that Swamy suffix there. So imagine my mother not taking that vow that I will put that name, I would not have been here. leave alone rare, even nothing is there to share with you. So I'm writing a book, maybe another 6 months. What if you are not born? If you are not born, what would have happened? India would still become, how many million, trillion we are talking of? It happens, whether you are born or not born, things will happen only. So, the very fact that I have been born and I am here to share some little knowledge, whatever I acquired, that itself is a chance requirement. So, in one of my 20 beliefs, what I said, the chance element is very, very important. Okay? The role of chance and randomness in our life, which some people mistakenly take it as destiny. There is a big difference between what happens by chance and what happens through. Destiny is fixed, and chance is you don't know what it depends. It depends means there is a whether it happens or not is a big issue. So to whom you are born, what gender you would have been. Maybe I would have been a girl if something happened at the fraction of a second. I don't know. They say that the possibility whether you will become a boy or girl, the chances are very, very erratic. Okay. Now the features with which your software is put, they are all to some extent they are fixed actually. In my own case, as I told you, if my mother did not do that, I would not have been here. So this realization that we are here on earth due to a chance event, and that chance will continue to play a significant role in our life, is very, very important lesson I learned. But unfortunately, most of us are not satisfied with the parents we are born. Even now people say, I wanted to become IAS, मेरा पिताजी ने मेरे को जाने को छोड़ा नहीं. I wanted to become a doctor. So you put every failure of yours on your mother or father, that's not correct. And so we keep on cribbling, we keep cribbling on this, and but you can't do anything on this. Okay, they are what they are, and they are gravitational constants. Now we have got 20 minutes. So my journey after birth is like this. 1962 to 70, I had a primary education in Gopalpuram. And 1970 to 72, I had intermediate education in Tanuku, a nearby town. And 70 to 75, I did my degree in Silver Jubilee Government College, Kannur. I will tell about this. I did my post-graduation in Sri Venkateswara University in 75 to 77. And 77 to 78, I was hunting for job. 78 to 85, I joined Dunlop. That was my first job in Chennai. 85 to 2001, I moved to Mumbai and I was working with one company called Veer Rubber. And 2001 to 2007, I was concentrating on my consultancy. And 2007, we started a joint venture with Varroc Elastomers, Mr. Tarang Jain, to make rubber parts. It was a JV. And in 2016, we bought Varroc, and this is owned by my company now, and the next change is yet to come. As of now, this is we are. Now, I will talk about So I will talk my education phase, and I think one example I intend to give you in this. Again, this is inherited by me. From the beginning, I was a intelligent boy, but in a village where everybody is thumb impression. So even they used to like my speaking of English, as if we say that one side we hate English people, but if somebody speaks stylish English, and this girl, she is working with me, I think she has come from England. The way she talks, her accent, everything. Correct, no, Athira? Yeah. So we like people using beautiful English. So they all used to like me, and always school first, college first, and first class record I had. They used to call me Saraswati Putra, as if goddess Saraswati has got only one baby and it is me. That is how in my village I was very popular. Then I went to after school, I went to, in those times intermediate was the next stage. So I went to Tanuku. It is a residential college there. I want to share here only one experience of mine which I can never forget. By the time I started, my father became little old and the Kannikam and all have gone. So I was one of the brilliant students in that college, and they were focusing me on to get good ranking for the college. So as I was getting ready for the final examination, I got a message, my father got a heart attack. But he is okay. They said he is taking care. But then I said I want to go. Then my lecturer told me, no, again, this is the final examination. I had a younger brother, so he will take care of it and you concentrate. I said no. For me, my father is more important. I don't know, I can appear for the exam again next year if it comes to that. But if my father something happens, I said no, I will come for the examination. So I did not sit for the extra training they were giving. I went to my village and my father thereafter he was okay. So this should give us an idea when there is a conflict between work and family, the so-called work-life balance. You are very clear what is to focus on that, and if there is at all any time conflict, always choose life. Work can always be there. So I wanted to share that with you, and we should always give priority to our family. Then I joined. Now my major change came when I started joining that Silver Jubilee Government College. That time India completed 25 years of independence. So P.V. Narasimha Rao, who is from Andhra Pradesh, he started one college in Kannur for only meritorious students. So I was one of the students got selected. Out of so many people, I was the 7th rank in that college. Only total 70 people for the entire college. Free education, free boarding, everything, After I went there, I found so many, I thought another wrong concept that was going in my mind was only Brahmins can be intelligent people, because I'm from Brahmin. All other people, they do small jobs. Many non-Brahmins, and those are from very, very low strata, they were much more intelligent than me. So I thought, no, life is not like this. We have to change our culture. And this is the one college where I'm very proud to say, in those days, the external invigilators used to come for examination. So they came, they went back on the second day. You know what report they have written? The boys here, they are not having time to write what they know. There is no point in supervising this. So that was the only college in the entire state which got that. So this gave a lot of foundation to my thinking, and I think that's my life changing. I went there. And PG University, Tirupati, of course, that is attached to Sri Venkateswara University. And the best thing I had in that Tirupati is, anytime I want to have a darshan of Balaji, go show my identity card. I go from the entrance where now I think President and Chief Minister was allowed, from the main door. So I used to go almost every week. Maybe Balaji helped me to navigate all my problems. Degree I got distinction, and university I got first class. Then the job hunting started. Okay. Now I have got an interesting thing to share with you. While doing job hunting, we are normally कोई काम दे दो यार अभी घुसेंगे अंदर बाद में देखेंगे. So we were looking for jobs. I got an offer, an interview call from Bhabha Atomic Research Center in Bombay. Myself and 3 people, we went there. The letter said 9 o'clock you have to report at the reception. I went. I saw about 50-60 people waiting there. So I asked the receptionist how you can interview 50 people at 9 o'clock. She said, "आप बैठो, हम आपको बुला देंगे." Okay, Bhabha Atomic Research Center, good salary, good position. I was sitting 9, 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock. That girl stands up. Acha, whoever wants to take lunch, we will give a free coupon. Go to the canteen, have your lunch and come back. Now tell me, those of you who are looking for a job, what will you do at that point of time? बैठेंगे क्या, हमको काम तो चाहिए ना. I went to her. Believe me or not, Mama ji, I went to her. I told her, I have not come here for your free lunch. I have been called at 9 o'clock. Now it is 1 o'clock. Please tell me when I am going to be interviewed. Otherwise, I am going back. She looked at me up and down. She said, wait for a minute. She went inside, told the panel, one guy is making a tamasha here. This is his name. They said, call him here. I tell you, they ragged me left and right. And I knew I would not get that job. And I did not get, I came back. Retrospectively, I am happy. If they got selected me, I would have become a mad fellow. No family, nothing, only doing research, this, that and all that. But I lost a job. So from the beginning, I was always having a self-respect that nobody should treat you like a secondary citizen. And in my company, one rule is nobody should wait for meeting anybody, and I don't wait for anybody to meet. These are the two things I am following. So that I always remember that. Anyway, I did not get selected. Then what happened? I got an interview call from Dunlop. Okay, so we went to Chennai, and in the interview they asked me, "What do you know about rubber?" I said, "I don't know." Mr. T.V. Ramachandran, who was the panel, he said, how you applied without knowing rubber for a tire company? I said, your advertisement says you want an MSc Physics. You did not say that you want rubber specialist. That was supposed to be a primary interview, and I was to come again for second interview. The HR manager came and told me, you are selected, when can you join? I was surprised, my God, and how come they have selected me? And they asked me, what salary you want? I said 700 rupees. Now the logic for that is, that time probationary officers used to get 700 rupees. I wanted to join bank as a probationary officer. They gave me 770. They asked, are you happy? I said, happy. I joined after 1 week. Before me, 3 people joined. They asked me, tum kitna salary liya? I told 7. We all took 1,000 rupees. Now normally we start crying. I could have told 1,000. I said no. 770 is I have always my own standards. I said I am happy, and I joined. Those people, they failed miserably in the company. They resigned and went. I continued for 5 years. So after joining there, this is again an important phase. In those days, Dunlop, if you require one person to do a job, there are 5 persons there. No work, only people there. So I was just doing that, and in 84, now I am starting why this has happened. People used to complete 25 years and they give some award, 25 years award. There was one J.W.H. Hammond. He is a specialist in closing the companies. He came to Ambattur. I know something is going to happen here. He made a statement. I don't know whether company should thank you for working 25 years or you should thank company for not sacking you before that. I can never forget his statement. I said, oh my God, this is the culture of this company. And then when people retire, irrespective of the position, they arrange, people more than this will be there in Dunlop because they big 5,000 people those time. They give him a bouquet, something, and he puts one bag and he goes home crying. I thought, my God, that means whatever you become in the organization, one day they will tell you to go home, and I said I can't do this. So what is the way out? So there was one Mr. Loganathan, I asked him, I want to become an entrepreneur. He said, no. If you immediately do this, you will fail. Go to a small company, medium company. If you work 1 year without getting sacked, you think of starting your own organization. I said, okay. Now one more thing happened. In 84, Goenkas have taken over Dunlop. And one day, suddenly everybody said, you have to come for the conference room. I said, what happened? Now today, the Goenka's son, Harsh Goenka, is his birthday. This company is going to be presented to him. Oh my God, I thought, what is happening? I went there. That guy, now you see Harsh Goenka is very popular in media and all that, with lot of beard and all that. He did not have even mustache also that time. 22 maybe. I said, this guy is going to be our boss from tomorrow. Then I said, no, in that case, I should start my own and I should give that company to my son, not without mustache, after getting some knowledge. So then that urge has come into my mind. Then I started looking for jobs. Now I left Dunlop. It needed a lot of guts to do that because good salary, no work, no jobs problem and all that. So I talked to my wife. We had some money. I told her, you manage this money properly, but we will get a job. So I came to Mumbai. I came to one company called V Rubber, and I thought they told me it's a good company. Whoever has introduced that company to me and all that. In the interview, the MD, Mr. G. V. Ambardekar, in fact, he made me from a rubber technologist to a entrepreneur. So he asked me, Mr. Swamy, why you left Dunlop and came here? I told him I want to become an entrepreneur, but I won't leave you immediately. Minimum 5 years I will be with you, but after 5 years I will leave. Then he asked me, Mr. Swamy, can you bring all Dunlop formulations? Because I was in charge of compounding and all formulations were with me. I told him no. Whatever knowledge I have got, that I will bring. Not even one formulation I will be able to bring. If you want to select me, you select. I don't know what made him to select. He selected me. And after coming, I came to know it's a sick company. They did not have money to pay for my conveyance expenses, which they were supposed to pay from Chennai to there. Then I called Mr. Loganathan. He said, you work there. So in that company, if I want to share my experience, that itself will take a lot of time. That company was not doing well. Then I slogged, got lot of rubber to metal bonded parts to them. And that MD is known to sack people from the gate, from their house. Very, no, I am the boss like that. In that company, nobody survived more than 3 years. And I worked in that company for 15 years, made that company profitable. And one day what happened, I was talking to him and we had a difference of opinion. I was arguing with him. Then he said, Mr. Swamy, I am wondering whether you are the MD or I am the MD. I told him, just give me 5 minutes. I went back to my room, wrote my resignation letter and gave it to him. He said, what are you doing? I said, see, the moment you get a doubt whether you are the MD or I am the MD, I can't sit in that chair. That is yours. It is lifelong yours. So I have to leave now. No, I did not. I said, whatever is there, I gave a. In that company, 3 minutes is the time for people to go, and 3 months I stayed there. And I still remember when the farewell party was given, he was crying. I thought I got my reward. The fellow who used to make people cry, and he said, I am very sorry I am losing Mr. Swamy. So I am getting emotional about it. So anyway, that made me what entrepreneur I am. So I resigned that company. Then I had developed a lot of, I did my executive MBA from IIM, and I got a passion for management. So what is the easiest way we can start first, where without much capital investment, it is consultancy. So I started Infoca Consulting Group, a lot of clients. I trained a lot of people in Six Sigma, Lean, TPM, TQM. And then simultaneously, I started giving help to engineering industries, rubber industries. No, most of the rubber companies, they know rubber but not management. So I was doing that. And in that context, I came in contact with Varroc. I'm going to complete in 3-4 minutes. And that is because I did some work for Bajaj. And Mr. Rajiv Bajaj was personally dealing with me. Then he told, Tarang is his relative, Tarang Jain. So he said, your rubber company is not doing well. So you take Swamy's consultancy. I was not interested. Aurangabad name, I did not know much about it. Varroc, I did not know altogether. But then, okay, I thought I will come. I came, met Tarang. I think 5 minutes we became friends. I was to come initially for 3 days a month. Then it became 6, then it became 9, it became 15. It could not go beyond 31 days because there are only 31 days in the month. And this was going on well. And in 2007, what has happened is Tarang lost interest in rubber. He did not want it to be a part of his business. So he said, Mr. Swamy, let us start a joint venture. I said, give me a minute. I told, I am enjoying as a consultant. I slogged on the shop floor. There was no time to go for my birthday parties or relatives and all that. In consultancy, the advantage is you go to a company, find out mistakes, tell the MD, people will slog, they get firing and you get the money. That you will not have that in any profession. You don't have that. But then Tarang said, no, I'm only comfortable with you. I can't start. Then I said, okay, as a consultant, what I am teaching, let me see whether I can do again. So we started a JV, Varroc Elastomers, with a clear in fact, no, I want to advise those who want to become an entrepreneur. You be very clear of the terms in the beginning only. So one condition was he should not involve in any operational matters. We had a MOU on that. And only Bajaj was the only customer. And that grew very well. And my son joined in 2010 as a production manager. And 2016, what happened? Tarang's son started becoming active, Arjun. And my son started becoming active. Now I told Tarang, you and me, we are good friends. I don't know how Srikanth and Arjun will get along. Either you buy me out or I will take over. He was a little bit surprised, but I said there is no option to that. Then we discussed, and amicably in 2016, he was having 51%, and we bought 51% from Baroque, and we changed the name to 4S Elastomech. This happened from 2016, and we are now in 4S, and I think we are doing very well, and we are coming out with a new plant in Chakan, exclusively for Ford Corporation, and that will happen any time now. Okay. Now, this is I think I tried to make it as, but I think I will extend by 2-3 minutes. This is my journey. Before I close, I want to say one thing. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phalo hetu bhute sangosva karmani. You know, many people, they know this Bhagavad Gita sloka, and they take half the meaning and do wrong things. What Bhagavad Gita is telling, you have the right to perform your karma, but you are not entitled for the fruits. So everything say Bhagavan ke upar hai, Bhagavan ke upar hai. No, it is not saying like that. The nature is like that. Though you can do things, but everything is not under your control. For example, I wanted to, normally I have the habit, I come 10 minutes before. Now suppose there is a Rasta Roko, which can happen any point of time. I cannot come, it's not in my hands, okay? I can only start early, but I cannot, reaching is depending on so many factors. Now, what we normally think, if what I do, I have no control on that, Sala karne ka kyun? What is wrong in asking that? If I have no control, I don't want, but what Krishna is telling, just because you have no control on what is going to happen, let not doing be your motto. अभी बहुत लोग ऐसा कहते हैं यार करने का कुछ भी होने वाला नहीं ना. So we should not stop doing whatever we can, but we should not be too much attached to that end result. So in my life, I always did my best. I never wanted to be, incidentally, I'll take only one example. I never wanted to be the first in the class or anywhere. No, I wanted to do one mind exercise. Stopping. Okay. In mind exercise, in a class 100 students are there. All 100 mothers want their children to become number one. Is it possible? Any one can become number one, 99 people are unhappy. So I always had my own standards, and meeting your standards is more difficult than exceeding somebody else's standards. So this is my, this I follow very regularly. Now, this is the last one. This is very interesting in any life what we have got. Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahano Bhunattu, Sahaviryam Karvavahe, Tejasvina Vaditamastu, Ma Dvishahe, Om Santi Santi. This is again interesting thing. What this prayer says, I don't think anybody has done anything worthwhile alone. You always have to have somebody working together. So it says, let us work together, let us think together, and let us prosper together. This is the meaning of any partnership or starting the company, anything. But there what happens is, which I have seen in many cases, after you start progressing together, the differences start coming. I have not seen any failure when the husband and wife are in the same level when they were joined, when they got married. But wife is like this, husband becomes so big, then they start having a problem. In the same way, company, you start to, take the example of Indigo Airlines. They started together, but one fellow started ignoring him as the prosperity started coming. So what did Shloka says, as you prosper together, that let that prosperity not spoil the relationship between all of us. This if we take care, I think we all can have a good life, good achievement, and then what we require most, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I think without Shanti, achieving anything is not worthwhile in life, and this has been my guiding principle so far in my life. Thank you very much. And, thank you for giving the opportunity.
So I will request anyone if having a questions or a question, I will suggest please rise and you can ask the question. Please go ahead.
You mentioned your son and daughter are also in the business which you are.
Yes, sir.
So, what are your views on succession planning? Like, how do you see your company and the involvement of your son and daughter going?
Yeah. Thank you for asking that question. I'm already ready for my replacement. Whether that is required or not, that is a different question altogether. My son takes care of complete all engineering and operations. I take care of only finance and values and guidance. I don't involve in routine matters. It's already done. And my daughter takes care of completely HR. I don't get involved in that. But one condition, till I am active, should there be any one decision where we have got a difference, my view should prevail. There is no, I am not subcontracted yet. Maybe I give you an example that will tell you. Now I think now I am not bound by that 49 minutes. No, so I will sit down. Which I did not. I think he will know because most of the things millions of knows about me. In my company, I am the boss. I am the managing director. Now my son has become joint managing director. We have one BABA, right? Bajaj Auto Vendor Association, where a lot of members are there. Narvekar sir was there, no? So he was very good well-wisher of all of us. One day he told me, Mr. Swamy, there is one company, Mass Polymer in Pune, and they want to see your plant. My plant, I will invite one of you. It's a rubber plant, but we can sit like this and talk. But if you go to other plant, your wife will not recognize you from whether you are or somebody else. You know, it becomes so black and all that. I have got a lot of regard for Narvekar sir. I told him, no sir, no problem. He said some junior girl or somebody is coming. So I came back and I told my son, next week Mass Polymer people are coming here. He said, how can you allow competitor to see our plant? I won't accept it. I told him, see, I have already given commitment to him. And one more thing I have realized in life, by just looking, you can't become what it is. We were having coffee in that boardroom. I was praising Sapko, sir, you always smile. So very good. काकली साहब बोला कि सबको ऐसा सीखने आपका हंसते सीखते ही मेरे को हंसने को नहीं आएगा. How many people have read Bhagavad Gita? Not even one line they implement. So I told him, by looking at the plant, nobody can copy. He said, no, I am not accepting. He came to that stage telling, it is a time. I said, if you want to resign, you can resign. I have given a commitment, they will come. If you are interested, you continue. You are my son at home, not in the factory. So when you want to develop second generation, if you are able to have that hard feeling at the required point of time, it was. So otherwise, 99% I have already subcontracted to my children. It is a second generation is taking care. So when you talk of future plans, I have to think now what are my future plans. I am just wondering what I should do now. So we will do that. Thank you. They are where they could not come today. They had some other work. So they are already occupied. Yeah. Thank you.
My name is Abhishek Appasai Bandhade. I am from Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, first year BBA student of this institute, Maharashtra Institute of Technology. Sir, it's an honor to have you with us today.
Thank you.
Sir, I would like to ask you two questions with your permission. Sir, as everyone knows that you are the first generation entrepreneur with having 40 plus years of experience. Sir, as a part of being BBA student and we have my colleague MBA student, my first question is, when a first generation entrepreneur which has no legacy, means no family name or no inherent reputation, second, no safety net, means no strong financial support, no guidance as no mentor, what inner belief they should have that keeps them to continue their journey in ongoing process, and when the logic or psychological logic says that we should give up or we should stop?
Oh my God. This question is worth for one half a day session, but I love this. What you have asked me is a very interesting question. If you want to have a guaranteed and comfortable life, don't become an entrepreneur. That is the first rule. If you want to have every month your salary to come into your account, salary will come whether you work or not. Entrepreneurship is not a criteria for you. Now, if you want to become an entrepreneur, you have to plan well in advance. I started planning in '84, and it took almost 10 years for me to become an entrepreneur. It's not that you decide today and tomorrow you become an entrepreneur. You should have a mentor, and you should reading lot of books is one mentor or consultant very economical. You should implement that, and more than anything you should have belief in you. That's very important. If you have no trust in you, don't start, and don't think entrepreneurship is a cakewalk. You must be ready to come face the problems, up and downs, and when you jump into that, make some backside arrangements. Financially you should be little comfortable before starting, and if you do that, then you will not regret.
Thank you so much, sir. My second question, sir, if you were 25 years old in today's time, in this year 2025 and 26, sir, if you had to start your entrepreneurial journey once again today as a college student with just a smartphone, laptop and a Wi-Fi, what would you do first?
Artificial intelligence. That's it. I'll go into IT only.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Good evening, sir.
And good evening. Yes.
Sir, in your speech you had mentioned you had plans in Germany and Brazil.
Brazil, not in Germany. There is an operational office.
So, sir, can you share some more light on how you acquired those plants out of India and how do you operate them with?
The Brazil, we did it from our customer. There is a Magneti Meridi where we are supplying to them for past 15 years. And there is a rule from that country that the supplier should have a presence in that. So we started, and we do around 20% of our requirement in Brazil now. But incidentally, after this Trump, whatever is doing, that plant is little adamant now. Little dormant. But there was no government supported. In fact, they had given, I think, 2 acres of land free of cost in Brazil to us. And there are people, but always remember, it is better to run a foreign company with those people there who are there. We Indians, and Brazil is India's cousin, highly corrupt, and they don't have any values. Managing people is more important than managing technology there. Umeshji tells me, I asked him, in many companies, Umeshji, you are qualified. I go to his plant, Milinji, and it is so excellent a plant. Why you are not getting awards? He said, I can manage quality but not the people. Correct, na? Okay, so it is like that. But it's not a very big argument. But we are now planning to do in Germany. We are planning to start. But whole Germany is in a mess now. Plants are getting closed. We don't know what happens to the car companies and all. Now it is the time. Stick to your one-bedroom flat. Don't try to expand into a bungalow. If you are planning, I will guide you, no problem. But it will not be cheap because you are a costly. In fact, I am going to restart my consultancy as this guidance is given.
If you get company in €1, get it.
Yeah, and it is going to happen. It is going to happen. Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
I have one question.
No problem.
My name is Abhay Washinbhai, student of MBA first year. Sir, is English necessary for success?
No. Have you heard the speaking of Adani? Adani is a successful person or not?
Yes, sir.
What about Modi ji?
Yes, sir.
You see his English is worse than anybody else. So our mindset somehow has gone into our mind that if you speak good English, it will help you only as a marketing person or salesperson and all that. But if you want to do what English Japanese know, what English German people know, you see the amount of work what they are doing. I tell you, if you become big enough, people will talk to you in your language.
Yes, sir.
Till that time, you have to talk to them in their language. Okay? Don't worry, English is not a must. But whether Marathi is that, I don't know. But English is not a must. But it is better to have English because that is one of the strengths of India, you know. Yeah.
Yes.
Is that your question? Did I answer you properly?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But if you want any English coaching, we can arrange for you. No problem.
Sir is going to be there, no?
Yeah? Yeah. Yeah.
Considering the time available, I will have to restrict the question and answer session. I will request Manu Sharma ji to please come on the stage. Ashish sir, please come on the stage.
Why am I want to sum it up? You know, Swamiji concluded his talk by saying, finally what we all want. Shanti, Shanti and Shanti. Please don't get confused, it is about peace. It's not any female's name. I don't understand that the whole talk of Swamiji was so humorous, but there was not much laughter in the audience. You know, this is something very unique quality in anybody's in life. And as my experience goes, I have seen people having great sense of humor are naturally very talented. They are born genius.
I'm not watching.
And they have also knack of learning things all the time. They are great observant. And you might have seen throughout his, whatever briefly he tried to share his journey. These all things were quite common. You see the initial slide where he mentioned that how believing is important, okay, and how this process of believing, okay, and right from believing in God to the ultimate believing in yourself. And I really admire, this message is, it looked very simple, but very, very important. Whatever you want to do in your life, if you don't believe in yourself, you can't do it. And in all phases of Swamiji's life, whether he was in school or in the college and thereafter doing his post-graduation, until whatever he is today, I think one thing I could observe which was common is believing in himself. And there is something really great. And actually, this job of summing up is of C.P. Tripathi. And you made me so awkward. I couldn't even listen to your talk properly. I was thinking how to sum, so you're summing up this session. And it made me more difficult when he told me in the, our conference room that he considered Tripathi ji as a guru also. So Guruji is today in the way. So that job accidentally came to me. But I really enjoyed the talk. And many of people sitting here definitely, might be in touch with Swamiji in different times. And anyone who is actually meeting him first time also might have observed his simplicity, his humbleness. And if I have to give some example, the females have something very unique. They say, ये आदमी ना अच्छा नहीं, इसकी आंखें खराब हैं, इसका चेहरा वैसा है, इसकी चाल ऐसी है, इसकी ढाल वैसी है. और most of the time you see that females are very good in their judgment. Okay, you may find sometime offending है कि तुम्हारा दोस्त है इसके बारे में ऐसे क्यों बोल रहे हैं. But most of the time you find it they are very good in their judging people. Particularly they have that kind of sixth sense. Okay. If you look towards Swamiji, whether you are meeting him first time or you might have met him several times, he looks like a very honest man. Okay. And he looks like a someone to whom you can rely on. Shall I say something wrong?
Yeah, absolutely.
It is, many of you are friends of Swamiji. So Swamiji's appearance is like that, and that probably would be the reflection of his character, which is reflecting on his personality, persona. And बोलते हैं ना से बहुत सारे एग्जाम्पल उन्होंने गीता के रामायण के दिए हैं कि जैसे आप कर्म करते हो वैसे आप बन जाते हो, वैसे आप दिखते हो. So I think Swamiji is like that. So your name is also correct, Swamiji. Whether it is Y at the end or I is at the end. आप आपके खुद के स्वामी हो. So I think this is enough from my side, and a lot of interesting insight and intake from his talk. I think it would certainly help youngsters, those who are attending today's rage. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to sum it up. Thank you.
I will request Muniji and our President Ashishji to present a memento to Mr. Swamiji jointly.
There is one request. Before
वीक का फोटो है.
I will sum up vote of thanks formality in just 2 minutes. Thank you everyone, all the known and unknown resources for this program, because time is restricting me to go into that much details of it. And before the group photo, there is one small announcement. Sir, कौन?
There is one small announcement.
Please, announcement का कौन है?
वेरी गुड इवनिंग टू ऑल ऑफ यू. आप सभी को मेरा प्रणाम, आप सभी को भी प्रणाम. इट्स माई प्लेजर, इट्स माई ऑनर कि मैं आप सभी के बीच आज अपनी बात रखने के लिए आई हूँ. मेरा नाम परम भक्ति है, मैं ग्वालियर से हूँ. मैं एक साइकोलॉजी स्टूडेंट हूँ. करंटली आई एम परस्यूइंग माई मास्टर्स. और आज ही बहुत सुंदर मुलाकात मनीष अंकल से भी हुई थी. इट्स माई प्लेजर कि आज मुझे आप सभी के बीच आपका आमंत्रित करने का ये मौका मिला. सन टू ह्यूमन फाउंडेशन के द्वारा एक बहुत ही सुंदर आयोजन पहली बार छत्रपति संभाजी नगर में होने जा रहा है. ये एक नॉन कमर्शियल और नॉन प्रॉफिटेबल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जो कि पूरे देश विदेश में अभी तक 10,000 से भी अधिक फ्री प्रोग्राम्स कंडक्ट कर चुके हैं. और महाराष्ट्र में, बॉम्बे में बहुत सारी जगहों पर काफ़ी सारे कैंप्स हुए हैं. एंड लाखों लोगों के जीवन में अभी तक इतना परिवर्तन आया है कि विदाउट एनी मेडिसिन्स, विदाउट एनी एक्सटर्नल प्रोडक्ट्स, घर के ही भोजन से लोगों की बीमारियां ठीक हुई हैं. गंभीर से गंभीर बीमारियां, बहुत सा वजन लोगों ने 10, 20, 30, 40 किलो बहुत ही आसानी से कम किया है. और सबसे बड़ी बात, हमारा तनाव कम करना, हमारा ये स्ट्रेस, एंजाइटी, डिप्रेशन. एज आई एम अ स्टूडेंट ऑफ साइकोलॉजी, हम ये स्टडी करते हैं दैट अकॉर्डिंग टू एन ऑस्ट्रेलियन सर्वे, उन्होंने ये बताया है कि अगर एक व्यक्ति की औसतन उम्र होती है 80 ईयर्स, 26 ईयर्स वो केवल सोता है. और सबसे मजे की बात है कि जीवन के 60 सालों 80 सालों में से वो केवल सोने की कोशिश में व्यर्थ गवाता है. तो हम सब आज समझ सकते हैं कि हमारा लोड का लेवल हमारे लेफ्ट ब्रेन पर कितना ज़्यादा लोड पड़ गया है. कहते हैं हमारे पास 2 ब्रेन्स हैं, लेफ्ट ब्रेन एंड राइट ब्रेन. द लेफ्ट ब्रेन इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर लॉजिकल थिंकिंग एंड राइट ब्रेन इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर क्रिएटिव थिंकिंग, जहाँ से आइडियाज आते हैं. आई गेस हम सभी यहाँ पर जितने मेंबर्स हैं आज के पूरे सेशन में सक्सेस को जानने के लिए यहाँ पर आए हैं. काफ़ी सारे इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट हैं, कुछ स्टूडेंट्स हैं जो लाइफ में कुछ इंस्पायर करना चाहते हैं. और शुरुआत होती है इन दोनों ब्रेन्स के बैलेंस से. अगर केवल हम लॉजिकल थिंकिंग में लगे रहेंगे और आइडियाज नहीं होंगे तो हम एक्सपैंड नहीं कर पाएंगे. और ये शायद आज हमें स्वामी अंकल ने बहुत ही अच्छे से बताया थ्रू हिज जर्नी. थैंक यू अंकल. एंड कैसे इन दोनों ब्रेन्स का बैलेंस हो, फॉर दैट हमें जड़ों से काम करना होगा. जितनी ऊंची इमारत खड़ी करनी हो उसकी जड़ उतनी ही कम मजबूत होनी चाहिए. अगर एक पेड़ की मैं पत्तियों को पोंछूंगी तो वो पेड़ फल नहीं देगा, और उसकी जड़ों में खाद पानी नहीं जाएगा तो वो बड़ा नहीं हो पाएगा. तो कैसे हमारी जड़ें मजबूत हो उसकी शुरुआत होती है इस भौतिक शरीर से। तो यहाँ शरीर, मन और चेतना, फिजिकल बॉडी, माइंड एंड कॉन्शियसनेस, तीनों को साथ में साइमल्टेनियसली हम कैसे अपग्रेड कर सकते हैं, उसके प्रवचन नहीं प्रयोग कराए जाएंगे। सो दिस कंसेप्ट, इस कैंप का नाम है नए दृष्टिकोण वाला शिविर। ये 25 से 30 दिसंबर चाविंदा ग्राउंड में होने जा रहा है और जैसा कि इसकी टैगलाइन है, प्रवचन नहीं प्रयोग। बिफोर कमिंग इनटू द फील्ड ऑफ साइकोलॉजी, आई वाज एस्पायरिंग टू बिकम अ साइंटिस्ट। आई एम अ साइंस लवर सिंस चाइल्डहुड एंड बचपन से ही बहुत क्वेश्चंस थे भीतर। तो कभी भी मैंने कोई भी चीज में बिना लॉजिक के कोई काम आज तक ही नहीं किया। आई हैड सो मेनी क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम माय पेरेंट्स, फ्रॉम माय टीचर्स कि करना है तो क्यों करना है, इससे क्या रिजल्ट आएगा। रिजल्ट जब तक मुझे पता नहीं है इससे आएगा, मैं 100% कर नहीं सकती, आपके दबाव में कर सकती हूँ थोड़ा बहुत। बट यहाँ आके मुझे सबसे अच्छी बात ये लगी, पूज्य परमालय जी जो कि इसके मेंटोर हैं और ये पूरा कैंप कंडक्ट करने वाले हैं, जो कि पास्ट इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट रह चुके हैं, उन्होंने एक ही बात कही, मेरी किसी भी बात पर आप बिलीव मत करना, मैं जो कह रहा हूँ बिल्कुल सुन के मत आ जाना, लेकिन आकर यहाँ अनुभव करना, एक्सपेरिमेंट करना, और अगर लगता है कि जीवन में कुछ बदलाव आया है, कुछ 1% भी रूपांतरण आया है, तो उसे आगे लेकर जाना और अपनाना। एंड आई वॉज अ गर्ल जिसका रूटीन ही इतना अप डाउन था, मैं पूरी रात जागती थी, मैं 6 बजे तो सुबह सोया करती थी, फूड लाइफस्टाइल सब बिगड़ा हुआ था, स्ट्रेस इतना था कि फ्रस्ट्रेटेड रहती थी। लेकिन यहाँ आने के बाद, और मैं कभी भी जल्दी नहीं उठती थी, क्योंकि मुझे लगता था मेरी पढ़ाई तो दिन में भी हो जाती है, तो ज़रूरी क्या है, रात में पढ़ाई पूरी रात जाग के कर लूँ, ज़रूरत क्या है सुबह जल्दी उठने की। तब तक साइंस से नहीं जाना, पर जिस दिन फर्स्ट टाइम जाना कि ओके, ब्रह्म मुहूर्त में अल्फा वेव्स होती हैं, गामा वेव्स होती हैं, डेल्टा वेव्स होती हैं, वेव्स का भी एक साइंस होता है, और ये वेव्स हमारी बॉडी से कितनी कनेक्टेड होती हैं, या हर चीज का साइंस जाना, उस दिन से मेरे जीवन में आमूल रूपांतरण आया। एंड आई थिंक इफ आई बीइंग अ यंगस्टर कैन ट्रांसफॉर्म द लाइफ, मैं इतनी बदल सकती हूँ। आज मुझे 6 साल हो गए, आई गेट अप एवरी डे एट 4 in the morning। मेरी सबसे ज्यादा बेटर चीज जो मैंने लाइफ में अचीव की है, मेरे भीतर स्टेबिलिटी आई है। पहले इतनी भागम भाग होती थी कि स्टेबिलिटी नहीं थी, मेरी परफॉर्मेंस हर चीज में बेटर हुई। एंड द बेस्ट पार्ट, आई गॉट बेटर रिलेशनशिप्स विद एवरीवन, माय पेरेंट्स, माय फ्रेंड्स, एंड आई गॉट, मुझे हर जगह फ्रेंड्स मिल जाते हैं, क्योंकि प्रेम भीतर आविर्भूत करने की कला सीखी। और मुझे लगता है सक्सेस केवल एक फील्ड में नहीं होता कि केवल एक आउटर फील्ड में आपने सक्सेस हासिल किया। सक्सेस वो होता है जब आप सब कुछ एक साथ पाते हैं, आप किसी चीज को कॉम्प्रोमाइज नहीं करते किसी और दूसरी चीज के लिए। और मुझे लगता है हम जब मिलकर कार्य करेंगे तो इतनी सुंदर चीज आ सकती है। आज लाखों लोगों के जीवन में परिवर्तन आया है, और हम युवा होकर, मुझे लगता है हम युवा होकर तो कुछ एक अच्छा काम करें। आज कितने ही युवाओं को देख रहे हैं, बहुत कम ऐसे युवा होते हैं जो अपने बिजनेस के लिए, अपने करियर के लिए भी उतने ओरिएंटेड होते हैं, लेकिन हम तो प्रयास कर सकें। इतने लोग आज अल्कोहल्स इन सब चीज़ों में जा रहे हैं, बट अगर हम मिलकर कुछ करेंगे तो पृथ्वी को भी एक अच्छा मैसेज दे पाएंगे। तो बस इसी के साथ मैं अपनी बात को क्लोज करते हुए आप सभी को, यस, मेरा नाम परम भक्ति है, मैं ग्वालियर से हूँ एंड मैं एक साइकोलॉजी स्टूडेंट हूँ। और इसी बात के साथ मैं आप सभी को आमंत्रित करना चाहूँगी, मैं ग्वालियर से स्पेशली, मुझे 1 वीक ही हुआ यहाँ आए, हमारी पूरी सेंटर ह्यूमन फाउंडेशन की टीम आई है, पुलाद ग्रुप, भाईश्री ग्रुप एंड और भी मित्तल वेंचर्स एंड नारखेड़ी ग्रुप मिलकर यहाँ पर एक कैंप ऑर्गेनाइज करा रहे हैं। और एक ही भाव है कि हमारे जीवन में कुछ रूपांतरण आए। ये शिविर भीड़ इकट्ठी करने के लिए बिल्कुल नहीं है, इनका कमर्शियल एस्पेक्ट बिल्कुल नहीं है। और दैट वी वांट फ्रॉम यू इज, आप आए और जीवन में रूपांतरण आए। शायद किसी की मेडिसिन हट जाए, शायद आपका स्ट्रेस रिलीफ हो जाए, शायद आपके बच्चों में और आप में एक बेटर हार्मनी क्रिएट हो, शायद कुछ युवाओं को एक बेहतर दिशा मिल जाए। बट फॉर दैट वी नीड टू टेक अ स्टेप। तो मैं आप सभी को तहे दिल से आमंत्रित करती हूँ। आज हम सभी के साथ में मोहन सेठा जी आए हैं सूरत से, जो कि सूरत कैंप के ऑर्गेनाइजर हैं। रिसेंटली 10,000 लोगों को कैंप इन्होंने कंडक्ट करवाया है सूरत में, 18 से 23 नवंबर था, तो आज उनका भी आना हमारे बीच हुआ है। ये इनका भी काफ़ी बड़ा एप्पल साड़ीज नाम से बहुत बड़ा फेमस प्रोडक्ट है, इंडोवेयर, अगर आपने सुना वो आप ही का है। तो मैं चाहूँगी कि बहुत सारे लोग पूरे देश विदेश में कनेक्टेड हैं और उनके जीवन में ये जो लहर आई है, ये क्रांति की लहर आई है, वो हमारे छत्रपति संभाजी नगर में भी पहुंचे। तो आप सब जरूर इस आयोजन में आए। सुबह केवल 2 घंटे के सेशंस होंगे 25 से 30 दिसंबर चाविंदा ग्राउंड में 6:30 से 8:30 बजे तक। बहुत सारे प्रयोग होंगे, बिल्कुल भी बोरिंग सेशन नहीं होगा, आपको मजा आ जाएगा, ऐसा सेशन होगा। लोग सुबह 5 बजे से कैंप पे आना स्टार्ट हो जाते हैं। अब आप सोच सकते हैं, चाहे कितनी ही ठंडी हो, चाहे कैसा भी मौसम हो, और अंत तक रुकते हैं और कहते हैं हमें पता ही नहीं चला शुरू कब हुआ था, खत्म कब हो गया। और शिविर के बाद आपको 15 से 20 आइटम्स का एक स्पेशल भीतर की अदृश्य शक्तियों को जगाने वाला, इस ब्रेन को एक्टिवेट करने वाला अल्कलाइन नाश्ता दिया जाता है। एंड इस कैंप का एक ही मोटिव है, हम ब्रेन को जगाने के ऊपर वहाँ प्रयोग कराते हैं। शुरुआत के 3 दिन फिजिकल बॉडी, बाद के 3 दिन कैसे सुपर कॉन्शियस माइंड वर्क करता है, ये आइडियाज कौन से जगत से भीतर से आते हैं, ये क्रिएटिविटी और एक्सपैंड कैसे हो। तो उसके लिए आप सब जरूर पधारें। केवल एक एंट्री कार्ड होता है इसका 50 रुपीज का, बाकी इस कैंप का कोई चार्ज है ही नहीं। ये भी व्यवस्था हेतु है ताकि हम आपके लिए बेस्ट मैनेजमेंट करेंगे। वहाँ आप आएंगे तो देखेंगे बड़े से बड़े इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट आते हैं जब इस कैंप में, वो एक ही चीज कहते हैं कि हमने ऐसा मैनेजमेंट नहीं देखा। चप्पल खोलने से लेकर अंदर बैठने तक पिन ड्रॉप साइलेंस होता है, चाहे 5,000 लोग हो, 10,000 लोग हो, 15,000 लोग हो, पिन ड्रॉप साइलेंस यानी एक आवाज भी नहीं आती। क्योंकि कहते हैं अगर हम अभी बॉडी आउटर से इम्बैलेंस है, डिसिप्लिन नहीं है, हम अंदर से डिसिप्लिन कैसे होंगे। तो आप सभी को धन्यवाद, मिलिंद अंकल को तहे दिल से धन्यवाद दूंगी, और आप सभी को जो आप मंच पर विराजे हैं कि आपने हमें ये मौका दिया अंत में फिर से, क्योंकि अगर आप सबका सहयोग नहीं होता, हम युवा कितना भी प्रयास करें, हम कैसे आप तक पहुंच पाते। पर आपने मौका दिया, फिर से मेरा धन्यवाद और आभार। और आप सभी को हमारा विशेष निमंत्रण है, जरूर पधारें। हम लास्ट में आपका वेट करेंगे, एंट्री कार्ड जरूर लेकर जाएं। सीट्स आर वेरी लिमिटेड, वी हैव क्लोज्ड, ओवर 85% registrations are done. Again मैं कहूंगी, we are not inviting the crowd, we are inviting some visionary people to attend the program. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप सभी को।
Thank you.
Nice talk.